I don't have that power bank anymore.
This is what makes her successful. I think Putri Gunung will always be a classic. Simply because she's able to attract the best talent in the country to do whatever she wants to do. People,
Tiara, in 10 words only, describe your husband.
you are always learning. You're improving. When you come to my age, you will have all this fear that you will fear that the age one day, nature will take away things from you.
Let's dive a bit into your personal life, Tansri. When all the success that you have today, yeah, how much will you credit to your parents, especially your mom?
Oh,
People always say that, doa seorang ibu is, tiada hijabnya, and, it's so powerful. That's your power bank. I, unfortunately, Tansri, lost my mother 2 years ago. And I felt like my power bank is gone.
Yeah.
I don't have that power bank anymore. At what age is your mom still around, Tansri?
No.
At what
no.
age did you lose your mom?
Much later, when I was when I was in my 40s, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
much later. Yeah.
Okay. In your 40s?
Yeah, in my
Okay.
40s. Yeah.
Same as me,
Yeah.
because I lost
Yeah.
my mom when I was 48.
Oh yeah.
And it's I think that is
tragic, right?
the darkest moment, Tansri.
Saddest. Yeah.
Yeah, saddest moment. And how did you overcome that moment? After you lost your mom, the grief that you had to go through.
Yeah.
Can you share with us a bit,
I
Tansri?
remember that I lost my dad when I was in school. I remember I got the news from the headmaster. I had to
When
go-
you were in MCKK?
Yeah, I
Okay.
had to go back. We were in Johor Bahru that time, but by the time I arrived, he's passed away, and I saw
dear.
his coffin. But it was the saddest day of my life.
Wow.
But I think the lesson that I learned from there, and I think I would like others, our younger people to learn, is that value your parents. Because when they're gone, you will miss them.
Yeah.
When they're gone, you wish you had been closer with them, but value them. And how I see people today treat their parents not the way they should be treated is sad to me, because when they are gone, you will regret this, because they are the people who dedicated their lives bringing you up.
Correct.
As parents, we now know, bringing up kids is real, it's total commitment to do your best to bring them up to be the best they can, protect them and look after them, send them to the best school, get them the best education, make them sure they're comfortable. We do all these things. We continue to look after them, even when they're grown up and married with children. We still worry about them.
Exactly.
And in my age, I still think about what do I need to do more so that when I'm gone, my family is well. And you were thinking about this all the time. So please, to you guys out there with parents, do take care. Think again before you before you show your not best behavior with your parents. Always, please, honestly, I've lost both my parents, and I wish I had spent more time with them. I wish I'd learned more from them. I wish when I was with them, I had been more respectful of them. And I regret those moments when I didn't.
Right.
And I really regret. I wish I didn't say those things. I wish I didn't do those things, because when they are gone, you will miss them. You will miss that they love you very much. You will miss that they will give their life for you. So please, my younger friends out there, do take care of your parents now, and be right by them, and sometimes parents are parents, they only want the best for the children, and sometimes they're overbearing, and so on and so on, but they always have the best of intentions for you. They only know how to love you, and that may not seem, it might not be right, but you think it's too much, you're overpowering, you think they're being too, but hey, because they love you. So just don't make that mistake, please. Yeah.
As a father, Tansri, I know that you're very loving. I know the things that you do for your children. Is there anything that our viewers out there who are young parents right now can learn from, the mistakes that you made as a father raising all your kids, that, maybe we can learn from?
Yeah. I
Yeah, that
think
you thought you could have done better.
yeah, I
You know. Yeah.
definitely feel that the things
Yeah.
have changed. In my years when I was brought up in the day, it was easy to bring a kid.
Mm-hmm.
A kid, you know,
Yeah.
a cane will do everything. Once you're cane, when there's a cane around, you know you behave yourself.
Right now you go to
Yeah,
jail, then.
yeah,
Right now you go
we
to jail
can't
these
we
days.
can't do all these things. We have to continuously depend on persuasion, reasoning. Sometimes you succeed, sometimes you don't. But you just have to be patient because kids have a way. They have an intelligent ways. They don't when they're with you at the moment because they're kids.
Mm.
Then they're not gonna be so. Oh, you're right. That no.
Mm.
But they may seem yeah, you're right. Okay. But the beauty about with these intelligent kids that it will dawn on them. Jay, my dad was right about that. So you have to be patient with that for those for those moments to dawn on them. Um, but eventually in life, if you mean well and you know you show your best, you do your best. Kids today are intelligent enough to understand my parents doing their best for me, and that's the way they are. Sometimes they're annoying, but yeah, he means well or she means well, and sometimes if you brought up your kids well, it will dawn on them. Hey, my parents love me, and I need to see how I adjust myself and show them my love to them too. But yeah, it's different. It's difficult today, more challenging, but it's the way it is. That we have more intelligent kids, and that's the reward of it.
As a husband and a family man now, what is something that you wish you understood better, Tan Sri,
Yeah.
as a father and a husband?
Well, number one, I think to check yourself. Most of all, is to check you yourself, because we are all born with our with our inherent weaknesses and depend on our culture and our background. You have to be always constantly checking yourself that inherent whatever you inherited, whatever your uh, disadvantage
Mm.
when you were young, and they don't influence you in a negative way when you grow up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so you have to check yourself. You have to be careful how you respond to things, and I would say that one of the things in life that useful today is you know practice the respond gap. I call it the respond gap, and
What is that?
that is in other words, when something happens to you, you have about 90 seconds to 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 guard yourself from the way how you respond, so that your response is a positive response,
Nice.
and
90 seconds, yeah?
you have 90 seconds,
Okay.
so you don't react, but you respond in an intelligent way. But you have 90 seconds to compose yourself
Oh,
and
this is.
and
I
check
like this.
yourself so
I
that
like this.
so you don't do something you will regret later on.
Right.
So this is a very it's an you have to practice it. It's like anything else, like golf, and you practice. The more you practice, the
Right.
better you will get at it. So every time you're upset, everything you have the stimulus to react. Just hold yourself for 90 seconds
Right.
and see how in that 90 seconds you can regather yourself, compose yourself, bring the intelligence and rational in you,
Wow.
and work on a better outcome.
Wow, I like that. I like that. Okay, Tan Sri, um, this is what Danny has to say about you, your youngest child. How old is he now, Tan Sri?
He's now 26. Yeah.
26. This is what he has to say about you.
Mm.
Relentless in pursuit, dominating, caretaker, wise, deliberate decision making, loving, and goal driven. What
Thank you.
strikes me the most is deliberate decision making.
Yeah. I think I've
Can you elaborate more on that?
yeah, this I try to be very deliberate. I still make mistakes. We still make mistakes every day, but I think if you can learn from your mistakes,
Mm.
it's okay.
Mm.
Because we have we all will make mistakes,
Mm.
but understanding that the mistakes, provided they're done not of recklessness, like
Yeah.
I think the synchro sound was pure recklessness. But some mistakes are made. For example, like NTB7, we didn't know that the Asian crisis was going to hit. That's a genuine. You do make those kind of mistakes. But don't make mistakes out of being reckless or not out of not being doing your due diligence. You
Yes.
know,
Yes.
be deliberate. Uh, be mindful of the possible downside or things you do, and that is no there is no reason for you not to do that. Um, I think the biggest mistakes in our lives today is we are squandering our days. Please don't squander our days. And you are my age, you're like going to be what I am, which is not going to be 70.
But you don't look
What
your
am I
age.
like? I'm going to be
78.
78. Yeah.
You don't look
So
your
yeah,
age.
yeah. But every day is precious.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah,
now
yeah.
young, but every day is precious, especially when you're in your 20s, 30s. Don't squander your days, you know. Make great mm, grab the opportunity to make that day meaningful to you, meaningful to others who are close around you. Um, and make it purposeful, aligning it to your values, whatever your values are, and hold high values. I would say that to the younger people listening today, always stay fit, stay balanced, always stay balanced, and to love those around you. Show them today, not tomorrow, not after when they're gone. Show them today how much you love them, and every opportunity you have, show them how much you love them, because you'll be so happy you did this when they're gone. Um, to be always be of assistance and service wherever you can. It feels good whenever you can be of assistance to anyone, be
Correct.
of service to anyone.
Correct.
It really feels good.
Yeah.
And in a way later on when it stacks up in your life. It's funny how the karma, like the more you assist people, the more you help people, the more
Correct.
it comes back to you
Yeah,
later on
yeah.
in many many different ways. Um, and I would say today, you know, be that person who's interested to learn everything, anything, you know, take up hobbies, learn new things, and you don't have to be, I'm lousy in my golf, I'm lousy in my guitar, piano, but I do
Yeah,
all
yeah,
these things
yeah,
just out of interest, you know, so it keeps my mind alert. So yeah, learn new things is new hobby, interest, sports, music, you know, art, all this is makes you a better person. And then try your best every day to understand your shortfall and to try and be better every day. You can't be perfect,
yeah,
but when
yeah.
you understand your
Correct.
shortfall, you
Correct.
understand you're someone who you know tend to be you're short tempered, for example, or you know you lose it when these things certain things happen. You have to be now more aware of these things and understand that when these things happen, you check yourself. You know, you check your shortfall. Just be careful and continuously work on improving yourself. I try my best to be better every day.
Yep.
I try to be a better husband. I try to be a better father to my children, better friend.
Yeah.
I try to be a better employer to my people who
Yeah.
help me and assist me.
Yeah.
I try my best.
Yeah.
Sometimes I succeed, sometimes I don't, but where
Exactly.
I fail,
Exactly.
I learn from it
Yeah,
and
yeah,
try to
yeah,
be
yeah,
better.
yeah. That's what I have a 16-year-old daughter, Tansri. I always remind her that, Alicia, make all the mistakes that you want. It's okay. But don't repeat the same ones.
True.
Life is about making mistakes. You get wiser as you commit them, but there's always a lesson to learn from everyone that you make.
Yeah.
So that's, I think we can't run away from making the wrong turns, making the wrong decisions. But me personally, Tanji, I never regret the
Yeah.
mistakes that I've made. I
It's
never
true.
regret, because I it's always a lesson to be learned. I will regret it if I don't learn anything from it.
Yeah.
Right? Coming back to, okay, let's focus on the year 2017, Tansri, because that is when a lot of things happened in my life in 2017 that is connected to you and Tiara. 2017 is when Tiara approached me to join Infinity Group.
Oh yeah.
You know what struck me the most? What made me say yes to it? Because she said she was trying to set up a new venture in Tiarasa.
Yeah.
The thing about me, Tanji, I like to learn new things. I don't have the time to enroll myself in universities or get a paper qualification. I'm a father now. I don't have the time. But I saw that opportunity as going back to university, learning how to set up a resort. Wow, that is an opportunity that I would never let go. You know, so, and knowing the fact that I'll be working under you as well, that got me excited. So it wasn't that difficult for me to say yes to it. Tan Sri, setting up a resort, I know how difficult it is, how complicated it is. Do you want to share with us a bit about the challenges and the mistakes that you made setting up Tiaras? How many years is it now? 4, 5, maybe 6 now, right? Maybe 6. Yeah.
Well, number one, I think Imran, you must have done a great job because the Tiarasa Escape is Tiarasa in Jandabai is really successful today. It's done very well. So you laid that foundation. Wow. It's doing very well for Tiara. I'm pleased for her. And she's also worked very hard. I mean, Tiara is an entrepreneur by nature. And they're always improvising, improving. I mean, they do. It's a very, very creative group. They are creative by nature. So you go there, they're always improving things. They're trying to do better. And I think people who go there generally, you find that they give very the brilliant feedback. They enjoy the play. The service excellent. So I think we did well in Charasa, but I think we learned a lot also.
I'm sure. Was that your first venture in hospitality? Yes.
I think no. In my
you did holiday villa in Kuching, right? That was your first.
My younger days when I was with SCDC, we set up hotel. We set up Holiday Inn. We that Sheraton. I had that experience, which helped Tiara also when we started. But there were so many new operational issues that we had to deal with. So I think you were there also. But eventually we overcame them. And I think, and Tiara is correct in placing itself, the way she branded is I think you stay in comfort. I think people and they deliver their promise, their brand promise. People go there, they do enjoy the tranquility, they enjoy the service. The food is great, and so I think when we look at the record, a lot of them are repeat customers.
Wow,
people come again and again. That's a good sign. So yes, but we learn a lot of lessons also. So many things we overlook. Again, it's all part of building a business. But I think when you started well. Thank you.
After Tiarasa, I did Ola Bola Musical with Tiara. If you remember, this was in the early months of early 2018, leading up to general election at that time. So that project was positioned to basically unite the country, right? If you remember. And I must tell this, Tan Sri, I have never seen anyone as creative as your wife, Tiara. I've seen how she worked. I've seen how she thinks. It's always, my goodness, I always tell myself, goodness, there's no one like her in this country. The things that she wants, the thing that how her mind operates fascinates me all the time. Can you share with us a bit about your business relationship with Tiara?
I think
you've always been supportive.
That is what drives Tiara. Actually, that's probably the main ingredient of her success is creativity, and then when she has an idea, she knows how to drive it. And I would say that it's a challenge for her because after Putri Gunung Ledang, which
we will talk about later,
which is a sensation. It was such a sensation. But you and I have heard of one hit wonder, right? So that was what Tiara could have suffered from, just one hit wonder. But no, she was able to follow up with better and better ideas, which is fantastic. So Ola Bola, I was skeptical at first because I said, what do you think would make this a great hit? It's a movie, and but she was. I think this one thing we learn. When you do something, you must be driven by something. You must something in your little heart that drives you. Tiara was driven by this unity thing.
Yes.
And that's what makes this work. She was
Correct.
And I think it's a lesson.
Yes.
You don't do something just for doing it.
Yeah.
You do something because you're driven by something. There's something in your heart that drives you. And Tiara is big about unity.
Yes.
She's like,
Yes. She's the ambassador of unity.
She should be a
She's
politician, but she'd be a lousy one. Because she's too good, too honest.
She's too nice to be a politician.
She's too nice to be a politician. But anyway, she was driven by this idea of unity, uniting, coming up with something that will make people feel good about themselves and wanting to feel united. So all that, you see, all the work was the outcome of that. So the way she casted the staff, the way she cast and the team, the way the music, everything is all about that.
Correct.
She wanted this unity, and I think. I think what made it so successful was that she was driven by the right vision. This is always everything. We must understand this. This is not vision is not earning. It is it's a reality. You got to have a very strong vision and be brave to stick to that vision. Tiara was that. When she does something, she has a vision and she will stick by it. So the vision of unity to her, unity of feeling like a team to her, the vision of when people see this, people feel Malaysian again. And this was what drove her. And then that's what made Ola Bola very successful. And
I remember
you did a great job there.
I remember this moment, Tansi. It was one of the nights of the show. There's this old man. He was on a wheelchair. Okay. And every time before the show starts, if you remember, we would sing Negaraku. Actually, this old man would stand up.
Yeah,
I told him, no, you can sit down because you're on a wheelchair. That's. I think that moment unifies everyone to a common, common respect. That you stand up to sing Negaraku. That really moved me. That moment. I actually captured that moment and uploaded on my Instagram. To today, it's still there. To say that look. This old man, although he's on a wheelchair, but the love and respect he has for the country, for Negaraku, he stood up when he didn't have to.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I think Ola Bola Musical was a fantastic experience that all of us went through, all the cast went through, and I wish there's another version of that play or musical that would unite the country again.
Yeah, I think. I think Tiara delivered.
Yes.
She did it out of this mission of wanting to nations to feel good about themselves, want them to feel united. She's all about Tiara every day. I hear she's trying her best in her corner to make Malaysians feel good about themselves, to make Malaysians feel united, and we don't feel so differentiated and in between ourselves. And and I think Ola Bola was a representation of that spirit, and she succeeded very well. I think. I mean. But she had a good team. People in the end, it's better that they have it. It's about the team. She had you.
You know why I like working with her and you? Because I don't have to be the front face. Because previously, in all my career in broadcasting, I had to be the face. I had to be in front. But with Tiara, I was so happy that she is the face. I can do my work behind the scene. I enjoy doing things like that better than facing the media and looking always under the spotlight. So that experience that I had with the Infinity Group was an amazing experience, and the fact that one of the business unit that we had at the time was teaching when doing corporate training based on drama.
That's clever.
Based on theatre. That's very clever.
That's so
because
clever.
You have the ability, Tan Sri, to train. I wish I had this when I was running my broadcasting units at the time. You can actually train your sales staff, your marketing staff, how to become someone who is in that character
Yeah.
and build confidence. For instance, you can just switch it on and switch it off.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I still remember how Joanna Bassi ran her
Yeah.
classes.
Yeah.
Wow, this is
It's true.
amazing.
It's
I think
fantastic.
I think I
It's
think
clever.
companies out there should
Yeah.
should check out
Yeah.
what Infinity Academy is doing.
I think about observing Tiara. I mean, in her work, there's something special about this, in that she's always driven by a mission. I think that's important in anybody's work. You cannot just do something for the sake of doing, but she's driven by a mission. Her mission is she wanted this. She wanted the unity factor to come through in her work. She's very passionate about this, and I think the beauty about Tiara is that she has the knack of picking the right people. So she's had a wonderful team always working with her, and that's important. And I think people give their best to her because I think she has a way of treating them very well. She treats them with respect. You know how the directors, producers we hear, are different, but she treats people with great respect. She treats them with professionally, and I think people respect her. So one of the success factors of Tiara is that in all her work, she was able to put the best people together in all the project. And that was, I have always made the observation. Somehow she's able to put the best people together, and also I think she's something to do with all the best people want to work with Tiara.
The dream maker.
Yeah. For some reason, her projects always come out well. Of course, everybody wants to be associated with success. Plus it's a wonderful experience working with Tiara. She's very respectful. She's thoughtful, but she's also very very smart. She knows what she wants. Yeah. So
it's something not many people know, that she's creative.
Yeah.
At the same time, she's very very smart.
So, but she does this very well. There are a lot of creative, smart people, but they don't treat people that well. And she Tiara respects people. And that's what makes her special. I think the reason for Tiara to be so successful and for everyone can learn from this, is that she attracts the best people to work with her. That's the reason of her success. And why is it she can do this? Because she treats people very well.
Correct.
Everybody who's worked with Tiara will tell you she treats people very well. She's honorable. She honors her promises. She honors her obligations. At the same time, when they're working with her, she treats them very well with great respect. And it brings out the best in them. I think this is something with leadership. She never went to leadership school, Tiara, but probably was inborn with her, and
she's very strict.
This is what makes her successful, the ability to get the best out of people. And she's able to do this because she treats them very well. She treats them with respect, and she honors her obligation. People respect her. She's awfully smart as well, so it makes a nice combination.
I think most importantly, I think she has a husband that has got a lot of wisdom, right? I think that is a good combination. The driven passion and chasing her dreams. She has a husband that she can always go back home to, that can give her a lot of wisdom and decisions that she want to make.
Yeah. For me, it's a pleasure to be a support to someone who's really very good at what she does. She's very good at what she does. It's wonderful to be there and to be able to be of some assistance. It's because I could be supporting someone who's totally opposite, and in this case, Tiara was very fortunate. She's very good at what she does.
Let's talk about Putri Gunung Ledang. Until today, Putri Gunung was what, 20 over years ago? Right?
Oh. Must be.
Am I right? 20 over years ago?
20 I don't know, I've forgotten.
Until today, when I watch it on Netflix, wow, they thought about this technology 20 years ago. That's crazy. And there's not even one movie, this is my opinion, my personal opinion, in this country, a local production that can actually surpass that kind of vision, quality, that, just look at the cast that she put together. Tan Sri, do you want to share with us that experience?
I think Putri Gunung...
Was that your first movie
with her?
With her? Okay.
I think Putri Gunung Ledang will always be a classic. It'll always be a benchmark. It will always be a reference of all filmmakers and students who study film will be studying this for sure. It's a combination where the best talents were there. Again, Tiara is like this. Tiara is successful simply because she's able to attract the best talent in the country to do whatever she wants to do. People just rally around her. The best talents rally around her because these people also know that they will come up with an outstanding product. All talent want to do. Everybody want to be associated with a successful product, and Tiara is associated with producing successful products. So of course, everybody, the best people rally around her. So I think that was the main factor. I think they had the best people around. She also had the sense of that's Tiara's gift. She has a sense of of picking the right people. That's in business is like to where I fail is I pick the best CEOs. Where I fail, where I succeed. Where I succeeded is I pick the best CEOs. Where I fail is I pick the worst CEOs. I pick the wrong CEOs. But Tiara has this thing about she has a good sense of people. She knows how to pick the best people. So you see all her work surrounding her are all the best people. So in all production, PGL, musical, theater, movie, she had the best people working for her. But it's a cycle. The best people want to work with the best with the best leader, and the best leader wants to work with the best people. So it's a nice combination. But that was the outcome. The outcome is the combination of good leadership, strong leadership, and also a combination of a very strong technical team, capable team. That's what makes her very successful.
Right. Do you want to know what she said about you? So we've heard what Datuk Kai thinks of you, but what Danny, your son, thinks of you. This is what, because I told her, Tiara, in 10 words only, describe your husband. But I think she gave me almost 50 words here because it's so beautiful. So I said, okay, I'll let this pass. So this is what she said, Tan Sri. The calm anchor of our family. Steady, wise, brilliant, deeply kind and generous, a hopeless romantic, golf obsessed. In brackets, he walks around everywhere with a practice club. Close bracket. A secret cat spoiler. In bracket, he feeds them snacks whenever we are not looking and pretends that he's not a cat person. His favorite cat is Simba. Close bracket. And he has a quiet dream of busking in public someday.
Yeah.
Tan Sri, I know you love music.
Yeah,
I know you play the guitar. Was there any moment of regret that you thought, I should have taken up music classes when I was younger, and I should have done this more so that today, I would have been a better musician?
True, for sure.
Yeah.
I love music, and I live in a creative family. Tiara, Mila, Dan, they're also creative, and I'm the odd one. But I love music. I play the guitar, I play the piano. I play very badly, but I love playing them. And you're right. I wish I'd learned this properly when I was younger. But we all the kampong boys. We just play guitar like we do. Like I still play the guitar like I do like those days. But okay, I'm happy, and I think when you come to my age, you will find having these this life skill or these hobbies are important to you as you grow. Because at our age, like I'm going to be 78, my challenge is to maintain maintain my faculty, my health, my memory, my uh, basically being articulate. What helps you in my age, and for those who you're going to be my age someday, is that doing all these things. You play the guitar, you play the piano, you play golf. In all these things you do, and other habits other hobbies you pick up, you are always learning. You're improving, and this is important for your, for example,
Soft skills.
yeah, for your soft, and also for your. It is wonderful for your memory, your muscle. So I'm very pleased with myself. I still play. I don't play the guitar very well. I can play reasonably. I can play the piano very badly, but I can still play it. And I play golf also very poorly, but I play respectable golf. So I think basically all these things, and all these things I'm learning every day. I'm still learning to play piano today. I'm still learning to play the guitar. I'm still improving my golf every day today. All this learning, and you're exercising your mind, you're exercising your faculty, you're learning new ways, you're trying to memorize things. All this is very important as you grow older, and it's something you think about. If you're young today, you still need to invest in that. Invest in hobbies, invest in something you enjoy doing, because these things are going to serve you well when you grow to get to be my age later on. These are the things you count on to retain your faculty, to retain your mindfulness. It's very important later on. You keep on exercising your mind, so you the fear. I think people like me have a fear. When you come to my age, you will have all this fear that you will fear that the age one day, nature will take away things from you. It will take away your memory, your articulateness, your self-dependence. That's nature. And it's something I don't sleep well. That causes me sleepless nights. I don't worry about it as much as I can. I try not to worry about it. When the time comes, I try to accept it gracefully. But for now, as much as I can, I try to be to build the skills, the memory muscles that is required for me to retain my memory, my faculty as long as I can. Because you want to do this. I had a wonderful friend, the late Tan Sri Abang Maurai, and he died just before he turned 90. But even at about 90, he was still playing the piano beautifully, he was singing beautifully. I want to be that. He was still golfing. I want to be that. And by the way, those who have not taken up golf, please take up golf, because it is the best thing you can do in life. It's something you don't need anybody to play with. You can play on your own, but golf teach you so many things about life: to be patient, to be honorable, to be truthful, to be honest, and also most of all, it's about you and yourself, to be able to overcome challenges and so on. Take up golf, guys. It's good, and it's for you business guys. Please take up golf. It's wonderful business. You make so
Since you keep repeating,
you make so many deals on the golf course.
Why are we in this room? Then you want to explain a bit?
Yeah, where am I? This is the golf simulator.
Okay.
And the golf simulator is where it's fantastic. Actually, you can the golf can simulate, and you can play anywhere in the world you want to. This is Pebble Beach, or if you want to go to what in Scotland,
St Andrews.
You can find all these courses and play as if you're there. It's virtual golf. And more importantly, the computer reads all your shots, whether it's swerving left, right, or you're hooking, you're drawing, your whatever. It gives you the speed, the ball speed, the distance. You can keep improving.
This is also your business venture.
Yes, and it's a lesson. This golf simulator taught me a lesson. 'Cause I love being the golf simulator. It improves my golf. It tells me instead of at the driving range, I don't know where the speed of my ball.
Right.
I don't know where I'm landing. I don't know where it's curving. I can't read all those things. But here, the golf simulator, it gives you all the readings of your ball striking. It's fantastic for learning.
This is also one of your business ventures. Then.
Yes.
And I explain a bit about
it works for me, it could work for others. Wrong.
Yeah.
Because we set up a golf simulator center. It never took off.
Okay.
Because this is interesting story. So
is this one of your going to be one of your synchro sound ventures?
It is it's a lesson. It's a wonderful lesson. Okay. So we went to Korea, where indoor golf is a big craze. Korea is so successful. It's so successful. We visited the Korean the Korean. So he said, look, in Korea there are 300 McDonald's outlets, but there are 400 golf simulator outlets. There are more golf simulator outlets than there are. Yes, because it's a thing. Every Korean golfer go to golf simulator. A, because of the weather, you're right. B, because it's difficult to play on the course. And so golf simulator is the thing. Every golf simulator is full.
Right.
So it's a crazy business, right? So wow, surely this can work in Malaysia too. So I came back and my Dani was crazy like me. We are crazy golfers. We set up this golf simulator. We found a place in Tropicana Golf Club. Hey, there are 6,000 members, golfers. We can't go wrong. You know, this is already a secured membership here. We open it now, hit the big bang. No, it didn't succeed because people don't want to play indoor golf in Malaysia because unlike the weather in Korea, here people want to play outside and they don't mind being in the heat and the driving range. They don't mind not reading the numbers and all that. They're okay. So we learned that what work in another country don't necessarily work here.
Right.
So yeah, there was another lesson, another bitter lesson, and actually it also tells you that in before any venture, do proper due diligence and don't be too driven by your interest in your own personal passion. It's dangerous. You really need to be rational about business. But okay, a small mistake. We can afford this mistake because we learn a lot from it, and also the mistake from it is that. When you do something, we got it technically, the product was so beautiful, we got the latest technology, but we were not paying enough attention on the marketing. So that's a lesson we learned. But anyways, we decided we'll take it through its the contract. It took its course. When the contract is up, we will.
What's next for this?
We'll go to something new.
For this?
We will go into pickleball.
Okay.
This is a trend today.
Okay.
Yeah, but the pickleball will be again something that when I do it, we do it, we're going to learn from all the hundreds of pickleball, centers that have opened, where they go right, where they do right, where they
so you've
wrong.
picked up pickleball as well?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. So it comes from me. It's a natural thing. You play tennis, and Danny and I play tennis, so it's a natural thing for us. But again, when we go into pickleball, now we are wiser. We learn from all the others, from the hundreds of the setup. We learn where they succeed, where they fail. We understand our market carefully. We understand our demographic. It's a thorough due diligence before we do the next one.
So guys, if you're watching right now, Tan Sri said he made a expensive mistake when he set up Synchro Sound. Yes, he learned some lesson from it. But again, he made a mistake, probably a lesson learned for this venture that he's very closely linked to, that is close to his heart, which is golf. Music, golf, and we do make mistakes. Again, Tan Sri, right? What's important is you got to realize it quickly. You gotta bite the bullet. And you gotta basically find a way how to get out of that slump, right?
So it's life is like that. Some mistakes are beyond you. For example, NTV7, we didn't see the Asian financial crisis, but some mistakes are mistakes you could have avoided. You could have done better due diligence. You could have been more patient. You could have, do a proper market survey. You must do this sequence. You must follow the business sequence. Do your due diligence. Do your research. Do your market survey. Do your marketing survey. Do all these. Do it properly first before you embark on the project. So be careful. Don't let ego drive you. Don't let your over passion drive you, because it can be dangerous. But I think the thing I want to still emphasize it from you guys before you do anything, learn from others who've done the same thing. Don't make the same mistakes. And actually, I think we're going to make a very successful pickleball center because we got hundreds of pickleball centers to learn from.
You already have a location?
Yeah, we have a location, and we've done a thorough study of all these pickleball center, where they succeeded, where they are not successful. What are the factors of success and failure? We understand it deeper now. We understand the design better. We understand the users better. So hopefully when we do this one, we should get it right. Well, hopefully.
How do you balance? I mean, coming back to this, how do you balance between your passion and trying to turn it into a business? How do you strike? You've made that mistake twice. How do you strike that balance?
I think this is important. Well, it is a good thing for, don't get me wrong, it's wonderful for you to go and do business that is connected with your passion. People have been successful.
Yeah, yeah,
They love coffee, they go into
yeah,
making cafes, and they're very successful.
yeah.
So, but the only thing you learn about is don't let that passion and your personal ego and your personal interest override business rationale. You
Right.
do need to do your due diligence. You do need to do your market survey. You
Right.
do need to do your very thorough,
Right.
very thorough investigation
Right.
analysis
Right.
before you embark, and also have a very very good comprehensive marketing plan
Right.
before you embark on
Right.
any venture.
Tanshi, for this interview, you handed me a book. The title says Visionaries of Sarawak. And the author described you as the gentleman who delivers in style.
Yeah.
And I want you to talk about a little bit about, I mean, you are very proud of your Sarawakian roots, right? Where you
Yeah.
come from. Can you share with us what is it like? I mean, did you ever grow up in Sarawak? Because I from the book, from what I read in this book, you
I didn't.
grew up in Peninsula.
Yeah.
Because your dad was a government servant, so you moved around. So you never actually grew up in Sarawak,
No.
did you?
No. Yeah. So it is interesting. My father was a Melana from Muka, and Melanas are known
Where is
to
this country in Sarawak?
in
Where is it?
Muka,
Where
in
is?
Muka,
Yeah, I know.
in the third region, and
is it?
yeah,
West, east of Sarawak,
about middle,
middle,
about middle of Sarawak.
near Kuching.
No, it's about by flight be 1.5 hours,
Okay,
like that.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
So yeah, my father grew up. He grew up in the fisherman village in Muka. He's a Melana. Melana is a fisherman. For some reason, my father, I don't know the background, but my father was fluent in English. For his time, it was outstanding. It's unusual. And so he was actually an English teacher in the villages there, which later on helped me when I went for an election there later on. People remembered him and they voted for him because they remembered him. Anyway, that was another story.
Right.
So my father was from Lanao, but they are adventurous. They like to travel. They're fishermen, but also so he worked for Shell because he could speak English. And then he was in Miri for a while. Then they transferred him to Singapore. That's how I was born in Singapore. So that's how it was. I'm a Sarawakian by lineage. My father was a Sarawakian.
So how do you maintain that, that deep heritage? I mean, you still love your Sarawakian, but you never grew up there.
Oh,
how do you
I see.
relate yourself to it?
Because my foundation years, career years were in Sarawak. Yeah.
Okay,
So when I graduated, my uncle at the time, Tun Rahman, he he got me back to come to serve in Sarawak. And life is about sometimes it's your fortune, you're blessed, you're at the right time, right place. At the time in 19 if you think about it, I graduated 1971. I mean, there were a few officers in Sarawak. So for a junior graduate, I was able to land a pretty good job in Sarawak, and very soon I landed a very senior job. And I was senior planning officer in the Sarawak Land Board, and very soon after that, I became a deputy chairman of SCDC. And in the span of under 10 years, I became the chairman of SCDC. 1981. I was chairman of SCDC at the age of 32. So that was my fortune. Now, I would say that now again, this life is a blessing, and I must have done right. My parents must have done right. There's a way karma. You do the right thing, you get Allah bless you back in return for that. So I was there at the right place in 1981. There was an opportunity, and I was made chairman of CDC. That's how my career started.
Right.
So even though I never grew up in Sarawak, but my my career started in Sarawak. My personal growth, breakthroughs all in Sarawak, and I was very fortunate to be given very good careers there.
Right.
And then I had a very wonderful, successful stint in SEDC Sarawak for 15 years. So all that built me in my formative years, and that was important to me. But yeah, of course, I'm Sarawakian, and my passion, my heart is with Sarawak. I think Sarawakians are special. They're if you know them and people who know Sarawak, they're very nice people, and they are very harmonious in Sarawak. You know, the thing about Sarawakian, they're very easy with each other. They're, you know.
Yeah, I once dated a Sarawakian.
Yeah. Of course.
When I was in college.
Yeah. So
Her name is Dayang something, I can't remember.
okay.
So I like the way you guys talk. I like the Sarawakian lingo, if that's the correct term, you know. Kamu sayang kita kamu sayang kami kita, you know. Kita sudah makan ke si, you know. Those simple Sarawakian words that I learned from her. I think Sarawakians are just like Sabahans. They are all together. They grew up together, although they are, you know, in different races, religion. But what fascinates me the most is how they can live together harmoniously.
Yeah.
You know, I think us in Peninsula, there's a lot that we can learn from these two states.
Yeah.
In terms of, you know, respecting each other's, you know, what we believe in, how we grew up, you know, who we are, our background. I think what we need to do today is getting someone that can curate something from these two states that everyone in Peninsula, especially those younger generations, then they can actually grow up and learn what is it like growing up in these two states.
I think it's hard to describe this for Sarawakians. I know them for sure. That there isn't this feeling that in Semenanjung, in Sarawak, it's so harmonious. Maybe something to do where we are. Like I'm a Melanau, I'm a Muslim Melanau, but half of my Melanaus are Christians, you know. And so I'm a Melanau Muslim, but my cousins, my uncles, many are Christians. We just accept it. No, when it's fasting month, everybody respect the fasting month. Nobody eats in front of us, and you know, and of course, it's just sheer respect. And I think same in the cities also. I mean, I remember. I don't remember the days we think we are Malay, we are Chinese, we are Malay. We learn from this. I think for example, when it's fasting month, all my Christian cousins will not eat in front of us. I mean, they are like that by nature. And then it's difficult to describe this. But you see a Sarawakian Chinese don't think himself as a Sarawakian. He thinks of a Sarawakian. We are brothers. They're really sincerely brothers and sisters. In politics, I was in Sarawak politics for many, many years, for about 2 decades. We don't think of these things. We think about us, try to be what we want to do best for Sarawakians. And that's why, you know, extremist parties. You know, we have parties that want to propagate, say, for example, purely Islamic thing. PAS never took off. DAP wanted to, if they go on the basis of being a chauvinistic Chinese party, they will not get. They never got far in Sarawak. Sarawakians don't respond to this. Sarawakians by nature are very harmonious, and they grew up together. They do business together. They eat together. They play together. They're just together, and they don't think like that. And they take care of each other very well. Politics in Sarawak is a model to learn from. I mean, our party, PUB, Datuk Petinggi Abang Johor, he comes from PUB, but PUB is not the majority party. I mean, the Malay Muslim are not the majority. They are only 21% or so. They are bigger, what do you call, racial groups in Sarawak, but they all trust each other. They work together. They trust that if Abang Joe is chief minister, he will take care of all of us, equally. And that's the feeling. And then Abang Joe lives up to that trust. So because of that, we don't have, you know, we avoid conflicts. And Sarawakians are by nature very peaceful. they prefer peace.
Yeah.
So we have very little conflict, which is a
Yeah.
wonderful thing. Sarawak is always different. I think it's something with the community. They come from longhouses, kampong mostly. I think it's that background that make them more united than because Sarawak, Malaysian have become very modernized. They become very city oriented. It's different, but Sarawak is still very longhouse. You still go back to your longhouse. You still go back to your kampong. And all of us, the leaders are there from kampong and longhouses. They're still very communal. They're, they really understood and they value harmony. They appreciate each other. Yeah.
Okay, Tan Sri, we are now in our last bend corner. I have some quick questions for you. Hopefully, you can answer them. What comes first in your mind. What part of life that you think can't be outsourced?
Well, honor, integrity, and this you have to build it over years. And while you're busy building your career, building your business, but don't compromise with those. Honor, integrity, your self-worth, your self-esteem, and it's not worth compromising because in the end, when you come to my age, these are the things that last. The other things are just fleeting. The wealth, the power, the fame, they're fleeting. But in the end, it's about you, and you have to live with yourself. That you have to live with yourself. That you know that you retain your self-esteem, your self-value, and you retain a good name, respect, and that's most important to me. And this you cannot outsource. You have to earn this yourself.
What do you want your children to understand about you, if they haven't already?
Yeah, I think basically they are going to be parents. So someday they will understand. It's difficult being parents. It's so hard. It gets more difficult. In my parents' day, it was easy. They just take out the cane. Now we have to rationalize, reason. It's a bit more challenging, and the kids are more intelligent. They're more exposed. They're smarter than us. It gets difficult. But in the end, what will survive is if the kids feel you do this out of love. If you show them the genuine love, you do the best you can for them, and in anything you do, even though it may not at that point of time may seem not right by them, may seem mean to them, but as long you're driven by the right thing, you're driven by the right motive and the right intention. I think it's okay. You do it, and someday they will appreciate it. But I think they will grow up one day understanding that you will do anything you can for your kids. You will do you protect them your life. You will do that, and you protect them since you were little. You protect them, look after them since even when they're grown up, they're married, they're old, and you will continue to until the day I die. I will continue to make sure when I die, when I'm gone, my family is going to be okay. I mean, they all will go through all this. And sometimes I like to remind young people and who forget this, and there are moments when they are not conscious of it, to be more conscious of it, and not to lose respect for your parent, to understand your parents go through so much sacrifice to bring you up. So you find out yourself when you bring up your kids, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of stress bringing up kids. But you do it willingly, you do it lovingly, and I think in the end, with you and your kids, it's about your parents to be patient, continue to just be loving, continue to do the best you can, just show them you love them, and there's no other solution. And if it doesn't work for now, it will work someday. It will land on them that my parents really love me, and I'm sorry I did that. And when you're gone, and when we're kids, when your parents are still alive, value them, appreciate them, cherish them, spend as much time as you can with them, show them you love them, because we taken care of you all their lives. Because you don't do this now, you'll regret it when they're gone. And because your turn will come, you will know how much is involved in bringing up children and family responsibility. It's a very serious thing. Yeah.
What's your biggest fear in life, Tan Sri?
Yeah, biggest fear in life is as you get old, and this is a reality, everybody. When you come to my age, your biggest fear in life will be you lose your health, and so I work very hard, and I want people who are listening to this, you start to work with your heart when you're in your 30s, take care of your food, please. Take care of your health. Stay fit. Especially take care of your food, because you don't want to end up in your 40s, 50s with diabetes, heart, heart problem and so on. This in the 30s, when is a year you can lay the foundation of good health, because you one day you're going to be 70 and 80. You want to lay that foundation when you're in your 30s. Take good care. Remember always, exercise, fitness is good, but it's only 30% of your health. 70% of your health is food. Take care of your food. Take care of that. Measure and be mindful of the carbo you take. Be mindful eating healthily, and be mindful. You're going to be 70, 80 one day. You need to be well. You need to be healthy, because if you're not, one of the fears in my life today, in my age, that I will become a burden to my family. That's the last thing I want. I don't want to be a liability to my family. So I work very hard to stay fit. I still work very hard to eat well. I work very hard to remain articulate, and to keep my to be always strong, keep a strong mind, exercising my mind every day, in order that I will not be a liability to the family. The fear of the most answer to your question, that the fear, the thing that I fear most in my life is that I hope I will not get there. That you get to the age when you become a liability to the family, which I really don't want to be.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. What is it that you haven't achieved yet in life, Tan Sri, what's next? The immediate target that you want to achieve right now?
Well, and life is interesting. And even today, every day, I pray to Allah every day. Please, Allah, make me better today than I was yesterday. And make me better tomorrow than I am today. Every day, figuring out how to be better is something I work very hard at.
Better in every way?
In every way. Sometimes I succeed, sometimes I don't. I want to be better in the way I manage my... Anyway, I manage myself. I want to be. I want to treat others better. I want to love my wife more, my children more. Sometimes I mess up, and I try my best to do it better. But every day you got to as long you wake up every morning, and we Muslims wake up in the morning. We pray for our subuh. We also pray for our we sembahyang sunat for the day kan. In order that you ask Allah for the day, please give me this day. I can be better. And than I was yesterday. Make me a more loving husband, better husband, better father to my children, a better member of my community, a contributor to my country. I said we try to be better every day. Sometimes you succeed, sometimes you fail, but don't give up. Keep working on improvement. It won't happen overnight, but if you work on it, continue on it, it will be better than what you have been. I think one thing I would like to live with is probably the biggest mistakes. Talking about mistakes, okay, in business is a mistake about you picked the wrong CEO, you over trusted the guy. Be careful about trusting people, because trust it cuts both ways. And if you trust the wrong person, it really will. I've learned bitterly. You trust the wrong person, they abuse it. And life is like that. And people sense power, money, position. They change. And be careful with people who are so good at presenting themselves. People who are sweet mouth, mulut manis, but actually, you be careful. Present people who are so good at selling things, selling their ideas, because there's a trapping there. So be mindful, be careful with the where I succeed. I always have a very, very good CEO. Where I fail is where I pick the wrong CEO, and where I went wrong is because I'm over, I over trusting, and I became over impressed with your presentations. Just be careful, everyone, please. And always never take your eyes. If you're a businessman, you're an entrepreneur, you're business owner, don't take your eyes off the ball. You yourself have to be there. On the big ticket items, you be there. Don't trust this. You can trust, but you got to do it with strong check and balance, good governance. always, if you're a
Yep.
big organization, especially even medium size, small, make sure there's a check and balance. Make sure there's you install good governance and accountability measures in there. Don't be too trusting. Where I fail miserably, where I over trusted and people let me down. So that's the business side, and also where I fail is because I didn't do my enough due diligence, and before undertaking to be careful to do. Even you have strong concept, make sure you do your due diligence on the product, on the marketing and the market. And I see on a day-to-day basis, here's my last statement. The biggest mistake in life we do every day is we squander every day. Whereas every day, especially at my age, every day is precious to us.
Yes.
Every day is a day, an opportunity for you to make it
Yes.
meaningful,
Yes.
purposeful.
Yes.
And every day is a day where you try to live purposely aligned to your values. I think talking about your your self identity, you need to be, and you need to constantly be checking with yourself. You define yourself.
Yeah.
And I think in my age, I define myself as someone as I try to be the best I can
Yes.
to the people around
Yes.
me. I try to be where I can. It would be, I always love it where I can make a difference to someone's life. I can be
Yeah.
of assistance to
Yeah.
someone. I can be of value to
Yes.
someone. And
Yes.
so you if you have this opportunity, this what makes your life meaningful and
Correct.
purposeful. And then aligning whatever you do to your values. So make sure you don't do things that's against your values. And I think most important is when you're from your 30s, 40s, 50s, and definitely now, you and in my 70s and coming to my 80s, is definitely now. You must always stay fit. You must take care of your food, take care of your exercises, and you must always stay balanced in all your, yeah, with your food, with your outlook, with your relationship. Stay balanced, stay balanced, stay balanced. And then I think this is also a time, also for me, is a time at my age now. I have to be more mindful to really appreciate people who love me, and to acknowledge it more and acknowledge it before. And try to tell Tiara how much I love her every day.
Wow.
Just to remind myself that, to behave myself better, to be a better husband,
Yeah.
and also to be in life. Don't squander. Be careful not to squander your days. And one of the things you can do in your days is find ways how you can be of service and assistance to anyone who might need it. It's wonderful. It really is wonderful. A karma, wonderful give back to you as well. Um, and one of the things I learned is that in my life, my age now today, try to learn new things every day. I'm every day I'm learning a new method of swinging the golf club.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I'm learning how to chip better, how to putt better, how to backswing better, downswing better, and learning anything.
Yeah.
I learned to make a better coffee. I learned latte art. I learned to play new songs. I learned to play, I try to increase my repertoire on my guitar. I mean, every day I'm just learning to keep
Wow.
to keep myself
Wow.
mindful, and to keep my mind active, and because it's important. And it's always nice to pick up new hobby, new sports, new interests, music, art. It's wonderful to do that. And I think finally, just every day, one the part of not of making the best use of every day and not squander every day, not to squander. So try work hard to be better than you were yesterday. Just try to be a better self. You check your shortfall. Yesterday I lost it on something. Today I don't want to do it anymore. Because every time you do something that you feel I wish I hadn't done that, you learn from it, and tomorrow you try to avoid it. And you just work every day on improving yourself, on bettering yourself, so that today could be better than yesterday, and tomorrow I want it to be better than today.
That's really.
Yeah.
It's been wonderful. Thank you. Truly. It's been my dream to actually sit across you, asking you questions and listening to all your experience in life, Tantri. Because to me, conversations like this are important, Tantri. does matter because we live in a world that we only like to look at the highlights, like the success stories, but we often forget that to get where we are today, we have to go
Yeah.
through a lot of um, time alone that you cry, you suffer, you ponder, you know, you're always by yourself when you cry. Nobody sees that
Yeah.
in us, you know. And if you're listening right now, if you're feeling a bit behind, a bit lost, you're probably where you are, where you should be, you know. We have all taken the wrong turns, Sansri.
Yeah.
It's only that we've done it sooner or we done it earlier than you guys. So like you said, Tansri, always try to be better. That's how I live my life as well,
Yeah.
Tansri.
Mm.
Always do better than what you did yesterday. Because tomorrow is another opportunity that you should seize and do the best that you can. We can only do the best that we can,
Yeah,
Tansri.
true.
Tansri, it's been a pleasure.
Can I just say
Sure.
finally
Sure.
what Edison said? I thought what Thomas Edison said was great.
Yes.
Said, I didn't fail, he said. I just found out 10,000 ways that didn't work.
Wow.
So
That's deep.
we learned from that.
That's
Thank
deep.
you.
Tansri,
Thank you very much.
Nice to
and,
see
and good luck in
It's
this
my
venture.
pleasure. Nice to see you,
yeah,
Tansri.
I admire you for doing this.
Happy
Good
birthday,
luck.
Tansri.
Yeah.
Happy
Thank you. And you too.
We
Yeah.
have a birthday cake for you.
Oh, that is so nice.
Come, put it here. I know it's 31 days away, but since we are here, this is your favorite cake?
Loma, I love you, dear. You tell her.
I've done my homework. I've done my homework. I always do my homework.
My God, do two cakes.
For me and one for you.
Oh,
This is mine. This is mine. I'm currently at DeFi training, the most talked about gym currently in Klang Valley. This place, it has a very positive vibe. Every morning when I come here around 6:30, there are already full of people here working out, getting their body into shape and getting fit. And like the first episode, the guest that we have, Effendi, he kept reminding all of us to look after ourselves. He's already 78 and he's super fit. If you catch that episode, you can see how lean and healthy he looks. I think DeFi is the perfect partner for our first episode. Nice to sit with you.